Good morning, everyone. This is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. So, this morning we're going to try something new. As I talked to you last week, I had just returned from Samaritan's Purse, volunteering with Samaritan's Purse in the Helene disaster cleanup. I was in Valdosta, Georgia. And for those of you who are curious how it works and been thinking about doing something other than sending money, which is tax deductible, by the way, I thought you would like to have a few pictures and see what happened to me. This is the first time I volunteered doing disaster relief. So I'm going to try and stitch together some photos and video clips of my week in hopes to answer your questions. So, let's begin. So, the first part is actually volunteering. And I hope by explaining all these logistics and all the things that come to my mind, that will encourage you. If you want to volunteer with Samaritan's Purse, then you can go to their website. And I think it's SamaritansPurse.org. And on their facing page, they'll have a sign that says either donate or volunteer. If you click on the volunteer button, it has all the different places that they are currently working in the United States. And so there's more than just Boone or Western North Carolina right now. I was in Valdosta, Georgia. So you click on the site, and then you click when you can go and how many people. So because of my schedule, I ended up in Valdosta, Georgia. I went for a whole week, absolutely terrified, went for a whole week. And it was fabulous. You go to a church, or Samaritan's Purse works with a local church, and that church provides housing in the sense of you stay in either men's or women's rooms, usually a Sunday school room, and Samaritan's Purse provides these huge tractor trailers that have showers in them. So individual showers, I'll try and show you pictures. They have a lock like the airlines do, vacant and occupied. So when you get in, and I'll show you a picture of that too. The church essentially provides a place for you to eat, but Samaritan's Purse feeds you. And in the morning, when you wake up, okay, usually lights are on by 6 a.m., what happens is you go and pack your lunch and take it with you to the job site. And then there's breakfast. There's always hot coffee and hot tea available in the cafeteria, at least that's what was true in Georgia. Samaritan's Purse also brings big tractor trailer load of a kitchen, and they cook for you. At the site during that week, there were 132 full-time volunteers. So you have breakfast, lunch, and then come back at the end of the day and dinner. If you're staying overnight, you get breakfast and dinner. And during the day, Samaritan's Purse has like a truck, a resource truck that has chainsaws and pole saws and wheelbarrows and rakes and different things that you would need. They also provide hydration, either Gatorade or water during the day. It was hot. It was in the 90s when we were there. As far as the logistics of going to the bathroom, they'll, at lunch, when they break for lunch, usually run up to a local gas station, or if you need to go during the day other than lunchtime, you can run up to a local gas station and use the facilities there. So we carpooled to the different sites in our own cars. The way it works is you sign in usually the night before. They will give you 2 shirts to wear during the time there. And each evening when you come back, before you head to the showers, you drop off your 1 shirt. It's washed, laundered for you, and you just wear your other shirt the next day. So you always have a clean shirt to wear. But a day would work like get up, have your devotions, quiet time, pack your lunch, and obviously getting dressed, and then have breakfast together and get the assignments. On your first day, what'll happen is they'll do a safety orientation, and then they will assign you to a team, and you'll stay with that team for the whole week. So, by 8 o'clock, you're out with your team assembling there. You get the address, and then you head out and meet your team lead with his truck with all the resources there. And you work. So when you volunteer for more than overnight or for a week, what they'll do is just do a quick check on you and then send you a info sheet of things to bring, because you sleep in a sleeping bag and air mattress, whatever, at the church. So you're responsible for your own bedding, towels for the showers. And anyway, so come back, usually stop around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you come back very stiff and very sore. So, and usually take a shower, get ready for dinner. The food was awesome, absolutely awesome. Our week we had Rachel from Samaritan's Purse. The cooks are usually full-time staffers with Samaritan's Purse. But you never went hungry. An amazing amount of food. Eggs and bacon and oatmeal. They alternated oatmeal and grits, and fruit and toast and peanut butter and jelly and all kinds of things. The toasters and the peanut butter and jelly were available 24/7. So if you were hungry in the middle of the night, you had food. Potatoes, or just an amazing amount of food. And the evening every night was different. Sometimes we had, one night, Tuesday was taco night. There was always a salad bar, so if you were not able to eat or didn't feel like eating what was available for dinner, you had an option of a huge salad bar. Oh my gosh, with all the fixings. Desserts were usually provided by the ladies of the church, and they took the opportunity to show out. It was amazing. Samaritan's Purse did provide, like ice cream and cookies and things like that, but the ladies of the church were amazing as far as the desserts that they had. And basically, everybody was really too tired, after dinner. Just sort of fellowship, run to the local Walmart if there was something that you wanted, or grocery store, or whatever. And then usually lights out around 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. And sleeping is segregated, men and women. And I think that's really it. I'll try and include a few photos. The destruction in Valdosta was mostly wind damage, with a lot of trees knocked down. We didn't do what they call mud outs, where you're shoveling mud out of people's houses. But it works in 2 phases. One is basically contractor cleanup and cleaning up the yards and getting everything contractor ready, tarping roofs so that there's no further damage. And then there is the rebuilds that come in. So we had, if you are a homeowner and need somebody to help you, call Samaritan's Purse, their phone number. What'll happen is they'll put you on the list, and then a team from Samaritan's Purse will come out and see exactly what it is that you need and put you on a further list, prioritize you on the list. So when the teams go out, they have these different requests, and they know what generally needs to be done on each site. And usually we're there for a day and a half at each site. Sometimes it was just a little thing and we only needed to be there half day, but our team was like 19, 20 people, something like that. It was fabulous as far as the volunteers. They're the kind of people that you'd like to spend the rest of your time with. They're just wonderful. So you make some good friends. What did I learn? The first thing was going boldly. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know if I could do it emotionally or physically. But as I was driving on my way down, I saw this little poster billboard that said, boldly go, it was William Shatner from the original Star Trek, which was one of my favorite shows growing up. And it was just an encouragement, because I was just thinking, can I do this? God just gives you what you need. The second thing was about my attitude and motivation and giving. When I was there, sometimes I got frustrated because the people were just nasty. And I really had to take a look at my heart. Was I judging whether they were worthy enough of my time or help based on my own assessment? Who was I really giving to? Was I doing this in the name of the Lord, giving to Him? Or was I deciding whether these people were worthy of the gift of my time? That was just so wrong. And I got really convicted about it as far as my attitude in giving. But it sure made the week a lot more enjoyable when I realized that I was giving to the Lord and that He appreciated it, whether the people did or not. The homeowners, their reaction was very varied. Some were incredibly grateful and spent time with you and did what they could. Other people were almost like they were embarrassed and didn't want to come out until it was all over. Wouldn't look you in the eye. Some people were working and would come home as much as they could during the day to say hello and thank you. Some people sat on lawn chairs and watched you work, and that was hard for me. when they were obviously physically capable of helping. But in the end, I learned. So I'll add some pictures to the end if I can, and I hope this encourages you. Have a fabulous day. All God's best.